What is up, guys? I'm Shadow Gale, and welcome back to another Pokemon TCG video. So last time we did a Dragonite themed deck, trying to get the daily quest. This time, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to help teach you a little bit about how to play the TCG. The only reason I'm doing this is because I saw one comment in the last video that said, I have no idea what is going on. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be just playing a different deck this time, and I'm going to be showing you how to usually play a game with a few basic steps and principles. It's mostly a strategy game, so you know it'll just take practice for the most part, but let's dive in and get started. So we're going to be going over, obviously, because we're playing the Pokemon TCG, we're going to be going over to our verses. So for this one, we're going to be using not the Dragonite's deck, the Soaring Storm. We're going to be using Laser Focus this time. This deck is a very simple one with only a few types as well. It has Audino, Mesprit, Tauros, Inkay, Malamar, Dedenne, Gumshoe line, Silvally line, and the main star of this deck, Necrozma, along with a bunch of items and supporters that will help us in this effort. So let's begin with a random duel, shall we? Okay, first person we have Mason Squid with a Hydreigon deck. Ooh, I used to have that deck actually. So to start out, for whoever, you know, gets the coin flip, they get to choose whether they want to go first or second. For us, let's go first. Now, whoever goes first cannot attack on their first turn. So the first thing that you'll usually do is you'll want to choose your first Pokemon. So we have Tauros up front, and then we're going to be putting in any other back row Pokemon that we can. Now for this, you can only place basic Pokemon as stated in the corner of each of these cards. It says basic, which is basically like, it's at its lowest form at the moment. Some Pokemon cards can get stronger through evolution, otherwise they'll just be a basic card. So the first thing you'd usually do in any kind of situation is see whether or not you can place an energy. You are able to place one energy per turn unless you have a card that says otherwise. So for instance, we're going to be taking this energy and putting it onto our Tauros, all right? And then we're just going to end our turn right there. There's two ways you can end a turn. Well, there are three ways to end a turn. The first way is the most simple. Just end your turn. Just be done with it. You just basically pass your turn to the next person. The other way is by using an attack move. Usually when you use an attack with your Pokemon, it'll end your turn immediately and you go on to the next turn. Now that it's our turn, we can also do something. So first things first, we can see we have ourselves an energy, and we're going to be placing that on you, why don't we? Now here's the next thing. You're allowed to use one supporter per turn. So this supporter right here, the Bug Catcher, allows us to draw 2 cards, then flip a coin, and if heads, draw 2 more cards. It says supporter in the corner, and so we can only use one supporter per turn. And with that, we got a good draw, and we're able to get more cards. Like I said before, most Pokemon are able to get stronger. Young Goose is a basic form. This is its evolution. You can actually see in the corner of the Gumshoe's card that says it evolves from Young Goose. So you're able to use this card, place it onto Young Goose, and it basically becomes the Gumshoes. Now, you cannot evolve a Pokemon the turn you place down the basic form. You have to evolve it the turn after. So we have that done right there, and we're going to now use our attack. So we're going to use our attack, call for family, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, and put it onto your bench. Then shuffle the deck. So for this one, we are going to grab Necrozma, because he's our strongest character. And he gets put onto the bench, and as you see, it ends our turn immediately. Some attacks, like Call for Family, don't require damage, while other ones, like Berserker Tackle, will do damage. Not all attacks do or do not hurt the opponent's Pokemon. A lot of times, they're really useful for getting other things you need into your hand or onto your field. Alright, so now it's our turn again, and we can now look at what we have. First thing you want to do is usually see if you have an energy you can place. So we're going to place an energy onto Necrozma, who is our strongest character in terms of HP and in attack power. You usually would read the effects to know what every card can do. And now we also have our supporter card. You can search up for 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them, then put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we're going to use this real quick because it allows us to get cards out of our deck and into our hand. And by doing so, it means there's less cards in our deck. So we'll get like a better chance of drawing a card that we'll want or need later. Now, for this, we are going to end our turn right here, because even if we use Call for Family, it won't do anything because we don't have room on our bench. You're only allowed to have up to 5 Pokemon on your bench at a time, 6 Pokemon in total. Your active Pokemon, which is the one that's up front, and then your benched Pokemon, which are in the back. The only thing is, there are some cards that can allow you to have more benched Pokemon, but other than that, usually you won't see that. Now over here you can see that they are also getting a Beware ready to go, and as you can see it also has this little arrow on the side right there. This Pokemon's attacks do more damage, and the reason why it says that is because of what Dangerous Blow says. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it does 60 more damage. So usually cards like this one, for instance, Berserker Tackle, it'll do 60 and then it'll do 10 to itself. A lot of the times cards will have like different effects that will be attached with them, not just damage itself. For instance, we can go over to Necrozma right here. We're going to be placing this weakness energy onto him, and with Necrozma you can look at his special laser right here. His attack does 100 plus. If this Pokemon has any special energy attached to it, which we just attached to it, it does 60 more damage, so 160 in total. And because we attach that energy, which is a special energy, which also has its own effect, it makes it so my Pokemon doesn't have a weakness. Now we're also going to be able to evolve now our Inkay into a Malamar, which is really good for us. Now here's the next thing that I want to show you. We can do this right here. Every time a Pokemon is out on the field, if they have enough energies on the field, like it says right here, we only need 1 colorless energy, or in other words, colorless meaning any kind of energy. We can just retreat him and get a different Pokemon onto the field. So what we're going to do, we are going to throw up our Audino, and then we're able to use the ability. A lot of Pokemon will have abilities, like for instance this one. You just read it and usually you can follow it. You can usually only use abilities once per turn unless there's an effect that says otherwise. This one right here, during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may draw a card. So we're going to activate it and we get to draw a card. Look at that, we got a Mesprit. And now we also have Malamar's ability as well. Once during your turn before you attack, you may attach a Psychic/I energy card from your discard pile to your bench Pokemon. So we can select that and then attach it to one of our Pokemon. We're going to give it to our Necrozma so he's ready to battle later. This right here is our discard pile. It shows all the cards that we basically used or that were knocked out of battle and sent to there. So now we've drawn a new card. We're going to attach this card over to Type Null over here, because we already know that a Type Null is able to evolve into a Silvally. One of the most important things about any kind of a deck that you're playing is knowing what cards you have in your deck. So you're able to strategize around what cards you do have and hopefully plan accordingly. Alright, so now we're going to be placing another energy. We are going to instead put this one onto, look here. Because we can only place 1 energy per turn, we sometimes have to be careful about where we are actually placing it. So I could put it onto Audino, but would it really be beneficial for me to do that? Yeah, in a way, yes, because I can do this. Put the energy onto Audino, and then I can retreat it. Remember this, you can only retreat once per turn. Alright, we drew a card, now we can retreat, and we can put up a new Pokemon. See what I mean? The 1 energy gets discarded when you retreat, and now we have our Type Null up front. We also can use Malamar's ability again to be able to place that same energy down onto one of our other Pokemon. In this case, we're going to be putting it onto Tauros. And now we can use Type Null's 1 attack. As you notice, Quick Blow right here requires 2 white energies / colorless energies. Colorless means basically any energy. So it doesn't matter what energy we put up. We have 2 psychic energies. We only needed 2 energies of any kind anyways, so we can use that attack. Smash Kick only requires 1, but Quick Blow also does more damage anyways, with a chance of doing more. which at the moment it didn't do more, and that's okay. So essentially there are three main things about any kind of a battle. The first one is very simple, where you just like draw your cards, place down what you can, then battle. Now looks here, we can take out this Beware, but they also have a Pokemon that could probably take out one of ours as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to be placing up Necrozma. He's going to be able to do some major damage. Now we are going to also place the other Necrozma we had back onto the field and use Malamar's ability again to put it onto Necrozma. Abilities are very useful, and if you have a really good one, such as Malamar's or Audino's, use it as often as you can. Alright, now we're also going to be placing one energy onto Necrozma. Because of Malamar's ability, we are able to place up to 2 energies onto some of our Pokemon, which is great. Now, we also have a new supporter. Now, some of these supporters, like Tate and Liza, are able to like have different effects. Choose one. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 5 cards, or switch your active Pokemon with one on your bench. Both are really good effects, and to be honest, this is one of my favorite cards out there. So we are going to not do that though, because we can save this for later. Now we can use 2 attacks. We're going to be using Special Laser to get rid of the big Beware, because it's a big problem. And now we're able to draw a card. Every time a person knocks out a Pokemon, you're able to draw from your prize card pools. This is one of the ways you're able to win. So you have 6 Pokemon prize cards. If you knock out 6 of your opponent's Pokemon, you'll win. And it's the same for your opponent as well. Now here's the other thing. You can also win if your opponent runs out of cards in their deck and they cannot draw any more cards. It's also bad if you run out of cards as well, because if you run out of cards, then you won't be able to do much of anything else. You'll lose, essentially. Energy retrieval. That's something we haven't really talked yet. Item cards. Item cards you can use almost limitlessly. As long as you are able to use them, you can use them. Supporters are only a 1 per turn deal, while item cards you can use at any time, anywhere almost. So what's going to happen right here, he's going to be using that right there to do some major damage. His ability right here for that attack, Dark Destruction, which did 120, allows him to get rid of one of my cards, which does hurt a little. We're going to be attaching this to our Necrozma. It's a U-turn board, it's an item, but it's also called a Pokemon tool, an equip card, you could say. It makes it so that the retreat cost of the Pokemon attached to it is 1 energy less. So it's also a very useful card. So in this case, we're going to be placing this 1 energy onto Necrozma. But now we're going to do this. We're going to use Tate and Liza to shuffle our hand and then draw 5. I want to see if I can grab a certain card. Alright, at the moment it looks like I didn't get what I was wanting. I was trying to get a new special energy because I only had 2 in my deck. But that's okay. We'll just use Necrozma's Special Laser to deal 100 damage. Oh, but we didn't do 100, we did 80 because it resisted it. If you look down at the bottom of the card, you'll notice how there's on it a weakness and resistance spot. Weaknesses and resistances refer to the type of card that's in the corner. And with that, you need to be aware of what you're going to be battling, because like I could have done 160 with a special energy, but while it has that resistance, it'll do 20 less according to the resistance because of what Pokemon I'm using. But now we've lost our Necrozma and we have to get up our new Pokemon up. So we're going to draw a new card. So at the moment we could use Pokemon Fan Club to get 2 basic Pokemon, but instead we're going to use How instead to draw 3 cards. And hopefully, no, we did not get the Special Energy. That's okay. We're going to be placing 1 energy onto you and a U-turn board as well, using Malamar's ability for a new energy to be placed onto one of our other Pokemon. We are going to be placing it onto Malamar because we don't have any other Pokemon that are really strong or needing it, for instance. So now we can attack and do 6. We can do 80 more damage because of resistance, and we can take it out. Now we're able to draw another card. Now look at that, we got another card. All right, now it's our turn again. We can use Inkay, put you there. Then we can use Psychic Recharge and get new energy onto our field. So usually it's easier to learn how to do this by playing it. So for those who are actually interested in playing it, yeah, you can just start playing and you learn as you go. There are NPCs that you can duel against for practice, and the Pokemon TCG game is fun. I really enjoy it. And looks like we're going to be swapping at our Pokemon. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. We are going to be choosing our Tauros for this one. And they swapped out to their Houndoom. Ooh, interesting. Alright, and now they're going to end their turn by using Fire Fang. Now here's another thing that can be brought up. Status conditions. What he just used was Fire Fang. It's a move that causes your opponent's active Pokemon to be burnt. So while it said 30 damage for that move, I took 50 damage because of the burn. I took 20, like, burns will do 20 damage on will do 20 damage every turn that I still have the burn. You have to flip a coin every turn to get rid of it, to see if you'll get rid of it. And we are going to evolve Inkay into Malamar. And now we can use your ability to get a new Psychic Energy right onto him. Alright, it's pretty good. So what we're going to do here, we're going to use Pokemon Fan Club and get 2 other Pokemon out of our deck, so that way we don't have them into the deck, so we can hopefully draw a card we want. Now we're going to use Berserker Tackle and do 60. We're going to lose our Tauros this next turn, and that is okay because we have other Pokemon we can throw up to take them out. So at the moment, their Beware, it needs 2 more energies before it can use its actual main attacking move. So what we can do here is just prepare for that. We're going to use Bug Catcher to hopefully grab some cards that are good. Okay, we got some good cards. We got Cynthia! And now we also have Silvally, which would have been nice if we still had our type null from before. But we can't do anything about spilled milk, so we're going to grab the Psychic Energy and place it onto our Malamar with them. And we can use our other Malamar to use the same ability to get another energy on. Now we can use Special Laser and take out their Houndoom. At the moment, it's pretty evenly matched in the sense that we both have taken the same amount of prize cards, but usually that can change within a moment.
A few moments later.
And yeah, it looks like we lose this one. It was close though. It was very close, but we did do our best for this. We did do our best. So what we're going to do is we are going to retreat, go over to our Malamar, and then we are going to just go for a Psychics. Go for a Psychic Sphere. So unfortunately, we'll lose this one, but wait, what? What? Wait, hold up. What? Did the guy surrender? What? I was not gonna win though. What just happened? The guy surrendered on me. Oi! Get back here! Finish me like a man! Alright, it looks like we are done right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know if there's some other things I might have left out, or if there's something you want to know a little more about. And if you enjoyed this content, please a quick subscription and a like or a comment would be very grateful to me. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I plan to do more of these videos in the future. So until next time, guys, take care.